This is the trail this morning. A lot of it is melted off, but there's still plenty left. It is 36 degrees this morning. A little bit warmer than yesterday. My fingertips started off pretty painfully this morning, but they have warmed up and they don't hurt anymore. Thank goodness. I've been hearing water. Look what's coming up. Yay! Oh, really cool. I'm coming up to Lemon Gap, and there's fresh ground. Fresh ground number 5. Good morning, everyone. This is a wonderful morning. Yesterday it snowed, and today is the leftover from the snow. It started off at 23 degrees, then went to 36, and now it's 50. And so that's good. Last night, my fingers and my toes were like popsicles, and a really nice man threw me a hand warmer. Wonderful. Hiked Lemon Gap this morning. Fresh ground was there. He is such a wonderful man. Fresh blueberry pancakes, fried potatoes, eggs, hot chocolate. He was wonderful. I appreciate him so much. And I ate breakfast with a gentleman named Cotton, who was in the shelter last night with me as well. The shelter was full. There were, I think, 7 or 8 hikers in there. I'm not sure. But the day has started off really well. Lots and lots of water crossings. I did not video all of them, but they were beautiful. Lots of bridges. It's been nice. So we're onward, and we'll see how far we get today. I've been serenaded by music all morning. It's been absolutely terrific. Come on, let's go. Hike with me. Got to share a couple of little secrets with you. I was going through my pack this morning, so I was getting ready to put everything together, and I found where Judith had hidden her candy. I gave it to another hiker that wanted it. So Judith's going to be really surprised when she gets into camp. And she has 0 candy today. Judith, you gotta wean yourself from that chocolate. Too much. Look, everyone. The rhododendrons are getting ready to bloom. Yay! I can't wait. Sloth Match Packs was awesome. It was a muddy, ooky gooky mess, but that jewelry, those crystals hanging on those trees, that was my blessing of the day, and you were with me. I'm really glad you were there. We've just come up an ascent, and I think the landscape is getting ready to change, so you've got that post with the white blaze. Woo! Okay. Let's see what we've got here. Whew. So I'm going to do a 180. And show you, that's where we just came from. Then you do another 180, and here you are. I didn't look at my map this morning. I have no idea where I am. I'll look in a minute. So this is how wide the trail is. Let's see if I can do 2 feet. There you go. That's the trail. And we just keep on going. The trail isn't frozen anymore. It's mushy. Slimy. Whew. Get over here. That mud yesterday reminded me of when I was a little girl, and my mom used to give me the tins from pies or something, I don't know what, and I used to go out there and make pebble and mud pies. I was happy, happy, happy. I haven't thought of that in years. Look at the sky today. Awesome! My favorite shot of the day, right there. It looks like we're coming up to a shelter. We'll go down there and see what that's all about. This is the shelter I had planned on hiking to yesterday, but with the snow and all the mud, and it was so cold, I just didn't feel like I could make it here, which is unfortunate because this was what my destination had originally been planned for. Okay, so we have come up on Walnut Mountain Shelter, and sitting over there at the picnic table is Cotton. We're going to talk to him in just a minute. Let's go look at the sign. So, that's a brand new sign. That looks good. Blue blaze for the water. Let's see what this sign says. Appalachian Trail, Garenflo Gap, 7 miles. That's where we're heading. We've just come 1.25 miles from Lemon Gap. I'm going to introduce you to Cotton. Hey, Cotton.
Hi. How you guys doing?
So Cotton is somebody I met at, what shelter was that?
Groundhog Creek Shelter.
Groundhog Creek Shelter. And so he was there, and then he was there last night at
Roaring Fork.
Roaring Fork. He's better with the names of these shelters than I am.
Well, you know, a little practice.
Yeah, he's a very nice fella. So we're going to come over here and look at the inside of this shelter. This is a pretty primitive looking shelter. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. You might be able to get 6 in here, maybe. And somebody left their headband. You see right here? That's the side of the trail. And it is so muddy and slippery that people are kind of sliding off trail. See, they've done it again. They did it up there as well. Yeah, this is really slowing down my progress. I fell onto my left knee just a little while ago and I was going very, very slow. I love today. I want to share a story with you. And so I met a gentleman named Cotton, and Cotton has given me permission to share this story. And perhaps I'll catch him on camera later if he would like to do that, but I don't want to put him on the spot. When I came into the first shelter, I could tell that he had been a drug user. And he was very nice. He was very very nice. Had very good manners. And as I have gotten to know him over the last couple of days, I have found out that he served in the Army. He has PTSD, and he has used meth and cocaine and pot. And he took himself away from the environment he was used to being in and the people he was used to being around to come and hike the AT with no knowledge, no research, just started. He met Da Vinci, and Da Vinci gave him his name Cotton because he was wearing all cotton clothing, and he said, man, you can't wear cotton out here. So he helped him get into, clothes that were more appropriate. Fresh Ground has met him, and Fresh Ground was a previous drug user as well, and has turned his life around completely. And so he has put the word out ahead for hostels and different places to let this fellow work for stay and work for food and have a place to stay and get his clothes washed. He's trying really hard. And I just felt led to talk to him this morning. I asked him if it would be okay if I spoke with him, and he said yes, it would. I told him I did not want to offend him or overstep a boundary that I should not cross. And he said, no, it's okay. And so we had a long talk, and he's trying so hard. So, as much as the sunshine and the clouds and crystals frozen on branches of Max Patch bushes, Cotton is my blessing of the day. So if you would lift him up and think about him, he needs strength and he needs people that are pulling for him. He's trying, and I admire and respect him for that. He's a good guy. I previously shared with you in another video that I absolutely abhor drugs, and I do. But when somebody has been on drugs and they are trying to come off and make a better life for themselves and aren't invading your space and are respectful, decent people to society, then they're doing the best that they can. It's the ones that are in your space, disrespectful, and are all about themselves. So I asked Cotton what had changed so much since he had been out here, and he said that there's no beauty that can be experienced like the one that's on the AT, and that he felt closer to God. I didn't ask him anything. This is what he said. That he felt closer to God and his Creator than he ever had been, and that he'd been learning to re-pray. And I told him that I would be thinking of him and lifting him up for success, and that he was of great value, and that, never underestimate how important he is, and that other people will care for him. So my heart is full. That young man is trying. He's 37. He's trying. Whew! Look up there. Wowzers. That is Walnut Mountain. We've come down and now we're going up Bluff Mountain. Yay me! Astounding. Today we're on our way to Garenflo Gap and we've just re-entered a little portion of Green Tunnel, which I love. Elbow to elbow. Wow. Look at this beautiful little water source. Awesome. I never thought I'd reach the top of this mountain today. Whew. Man, that's been an ascent. I think we've summited, I hope. Ooh, this is pretty. That is beautiful right there. Awesome. Let's see what's on the other side. I think we have a 2,000 some descent. I have to look that up in a second. Cotton caught up with me. We're both going to be staying in the same hostel tonight. If you look right up there, there he goes. He served our country, and I thanked him for it. Look at those mountains. We did summit. Hallelujah! We have a 2,254 foot descent. I can't wait, although it's kind of muddy, so we'll see how that works out. Cotton slipped, so have I. Here we go. See what I mean about sliding? That's my foot. There you go. Did a little cowabunga mama right there. Oh, Lord. Okay, here we go. Somebody else did one right there. Okay, here you go. Okay, so this trail is so muddy. That is a decline that just goes down, down, down. Mud surfing, people. Mud surfing. It's hard to believe that tomorrow it is going to storm all day. Be super windy and very, very cold. This has just been an outstanding day. I wanted to talk to you some more about kindness. You know, sometimes all anybody needs is a kind word, a hand, a hug, a meal. Just a gesture can make all the difference in the world. And I'll tell you how I know that. I don't like sharing a lot of information about when I was growing up, but I'll share this. I skipped my junior year in high school, and I graduated from high school when I was 16. I wanted to go to college. I wanted to be a nurse. That's all I ever wanted to be. And my mom looked at me and said, "You've graduated from high school. You're on your own. We've done our part." I didn't know what to do with that. No more help, no more assistance, and no more parenting. So at 16, I had to figure it out, and I didn't have a large extended family, aunts, uncles, grandparents, older sibling, that sort of thing, cousins. Didn't have a lot of that. So I did have to figure it out, and it was tough. It was really tough. And I know what it's like for somebody to extend a hand of friendship and kindness and to provide a meal. And so sometimes when you're on the trail, you see that somebody needs that, and it's my joy and my honor to be able to do that for them. I'm really happy today. The reason I know what it's like to have a hand of kindness extended is because I know what it's like to be hungry. And I know what it's like not to have any money, not to have a job, not to know where you're going to sleep. It's pretty tough. But, sometimes life is what you make it. And I have a good life now. I have a really good life. And I wouldn't be who I am today if it was not for the things that I have lived through. So, kindness, compassion, being a good listener, and sometimes loving with tough love is what I'm best at. And I'm learning and relearning a lot about myself on the trail. It's a good thing. One of the reasons that I am such a strong advocate for women and female empowerment is because I know what it's like to be married, divorced, and be a single mom, be on welfare and food stamps, and not know how you're going to feed your children, not know how you're going to pay your bills. However, I was also blessed along the way with bosses that saw how hard I wanted to work and that failure was not an option. I don't know where that came from, but I feel like God's hand has been with me always. And so, for you women that feel like you don't have enough strength, you don't have enough power, you don't have enough whatever, you do. Take a deep breath, regroup, baby steps, you can succeed. If I can do it, you can do it. And I have been successful, and I have a very wonderful life, and so can you. My favorite saying is, there's a lid for every pot, and there is. The purpose of this channel is to inspire and encourage others. And I'm not complaining. I am not trying to have a depressing video. What I'm trying to do is lift you up and let you know that if I can do it, you can do it. You have to focus. You have to have steely determination and never give up. Never give up. One of the things that's important to me is my faith, and believing that someone was there and that I would get through it is really what helped me get through it. A lot of people don't feel that way, and that's okay for them. There's no judgment, there's no critique there, as I hope that there would be no judgment and critique in me sharing that that's what helps me. We all are our own unique selves, and having a faith-based conviction is the only thing that helped me survive what I survived over and over and over again in different phases and different things that have happened. And as I've shared with you, this is a journey of healing, and it's working. The rust on the doors of my heart is, the rust is falling off and the doors are opening. And I'm going to try very hard not to be weepy when I speak with you in future videos, because I know that some people don't like that. But when that does happen, it's because it is so deep and it's so profound, I can't keep it in. It's the way I'm wired. So I'm appreciative of your patience as I share things with you on the trail and these stories and the beauty that I am surrounded and engulfed in. It's like a great big hug. Being in the woods is just like being in a great big hug. That's what it feels like. Well, we've come to a sign that says Big Rock Spring on a blue blaze, and clearly you can see those big rocks back there, so it's been aptly named. There's a huge one up there. Pretty. You know, this trail is deceiving because you've got leaves on top, but as soon as you walk on them, you slide. Cotton is ahead of me, and you can see right there how he has slid. That's beautiful. That is incredible. Man, if I was a little kid, I'd go right in there. Look at this treasure. Look at these ice needles. It's just a field of them. You can't really tell because there's a lot of mud on them. Look at that. Ice needles again. And that's just frozen ice. I love this! Mud surfing. Look at those little beauties. They're very pretty. There you can see the blaze on the rock. Boy, that rock is pretty cool. Okay. The last half mile has not been so muddy, so I've been able to make better progress. You can hear water. Ah, pretty. Look at that. Music. Okay, trail's over there. My favorite of the day. New York Philharmonic. Oh, look! Look up there. Oh, and there's crystals. Beautiful. The trail is that way.